Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. In this video we're going to make this shelf made out of poplar for a friend of mine for her kitchen. If you enjoy seeing these builds, go ahead and subscribe, give me a like. It really helps me find out what you want. If you have any ideas, any comments or anything, put them in the comments. I'd be happy to read them. Let's get into the video. I got this lumber from a local mill. It was all rough sawn, so I had to go through and basically I call it remilling it. I had to go through and run through my joiner, run through my planer, and get it to where it was ready to actually use for furniture. After getting it straight in the joiner, I went through to the table saw and cut the other edge to smooth it up. And then once more back to the joiner to joint the face of the board to give me three good smooth sides to put in the planer. Using my biscuit joiner and biscuits, I put the boards together. Biscuits help line them up to create panels for the sides of my shelf. I also ended up doing the same for the actual shelves themselves, but you'll see that later on. And sometimes some biscuits, they slide in nice and easy, and sometimes you actually have to tap them in. I went ahead and tapped them in, all of them, just to make sure they was in all the way. And now with the top and the bottom of the shelf, and also the shelves themselves, I had to work them while the actual panels were drying. And doing the same as I did earlier, the joiner now with the table saw, and there's the biscuit joiner to create to glue them all together. Once them are all joined together, they will be in clamps just like the side panels are. With the side panels out of the clamps, I'm going to run through the planer and get them good and smooth and one level surface. Here's a little slow-mo for you, watching them boards go in. You can actually see they're actually not all the way level right there. One side sticking up a little higher than the other. And look how smooth that is coming out of the planer. I use my table saw and my sled to actually square up the ends of the panels. My miter saw does not stretch out quite that far. Now I use I use pocket hole screws for the side panels and the top and the bottom. I wish I hadn't now that it's all said and done, but at the time I thought it would be probably the best idea for me. I wish I had used something else now that it's done. I did use my Craig shelf pin jig to create the holes for the pins for the shelf. I marked down 5 inches from the top and just proceed to have continuous holes throughout these side panels. That way you can adjust your shelf any which way you need it. And like I said, I use pocket screws for the assembly. And I always put glue along with the pocket screws. I made sure it was good and square, and I went ahead and for the back I just had a piece of plywood laying around. I glued and brad nailed it, and this shelf was done.